Hello. I'm waiting for an appointment, so I thought it was a great opportunity to check in and say hello. And if anyone else today is feeling quite confused about your life, kind of confused on the direction of things, and overall perplexed, you are not alone. I want to talk just a moment about my relationship with astrology. I am not an astrologer, and I'm very, very preschool in even understanding the science of it. However, I became very clearly aware of the moon and its effects on the planet when I was in the Navy and at the ocean all the time. So if you're ever near the ocean or water, you can see that the moon has a massive effect on the tides. And this kind of made sense in my logical brain back in the day when I only did logical things. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense because I can see it. Well, then later on down the road, I started to listen to astrology. And astrology is the planets and the stars and the movements and the alignments and things in the sky. And now I actually use astrology like a weather reporting system. So it's not a religion, it's not a belief. It's kind of like we use meteorology, right? You watch the news or you go to your weather app or something, and you see, oh, it's going to be sunny today, or it's going to be cloudy at 3 o'clock. Oh, the wind's going to pick up, and or it's going to rain at 4 p.m. So we use weather to determine what kind of outfit do I need to wear. Am I going to go camping or not? Am I going to go surfing or fishing or whatever? Well, that's the way astrology affects our energies here on the planet. And I have learned to listen to astrologers, not to predict my future or anything like that, but to understand when there's lots of difficulties with certain things, or there's periods of time that we're going through cycles of change and challenges. It helps me to understand that I'm not crazy, and maybe if I just wait one more week, then things will get flowing and in order. So I'm telling you this today because we have about one more week of this energy that we're in right now, of reevaluating so many things in our lives, not having clear and concise answers, and really having to make decisions about relationships, our finances, and our way forward. So if you're feeling pressure to have an answer today, allow yourself to give yourself maybe a little bit more of like a week into the beginning of February, when all the planets are going to be moving in a direction that supports forward momentum in our lives. So if you feel perplexed, lost, confused, disoriented, I wanted to tell you today that that's the energies that we're experiencing based on a few planets. That's my low grade kindergarten perspective on astrology at the moment. But just because I had a moment here, I wanted to share that with you because it really helps me when I'm just like, I can't come up with any answers today for anything. I literally am existing right now. So I'm about to go in, and each week I get body work. Now, what does body work mean, right? There's many different kinds of body work. Everyone has probably heard of a regular standard relaxation massage. It's called a Swedish massage. But there are so many different healers and body workers. And my favorite type of healing work is physical touch, combined with someone that has a very, very high energetic capacity to flow energy. So I do get energy work once a month. It's a specific 1 hour of straight, like energetic surgery. And I get that from a healer that's in Seattle. I've been seeing her since I got out of the Navy, and I would not be doing and having the life that I am having right now without the energetic support that I've been getting for 18, 19, 20. This will be my it's 22, 18, 19, 20. For 4 years, I've been getting one energy session a month. for 4 years, changed my life. Okay. If you want to know more, hit me up. But I also get work done to my physical body. I try to at least once a week. And I don't have a home. I live in a tent, a glorified tent. I live in a yurt. I've lived in my camper for years. And so I'm not stating that like everyone can go out and afford to get body work done every week. However, I just wanted to share that I'm able to do it because I make it the priority. Some people make it a priority to have NFL channel on your television. And some people make it a priority to have a internet service or whatever the case may be, or have a 4-bedroom home. I make it a point to get work done because my duty, I feel, in being a healer is to make sure that my energy and my state of being is at the best capacity so then I can provide the proper and healthy energy flow for others. So I take it as my duty to get the work done. But I wanted to expand a little bit on body work because there's so many different levels. You have people that work on connective tissue only. So our body, our bones, muscles, ligaments, and tendons are held together with a connective web of information called fascia. It holds us together. There are body workers that work just specifically on connective tissue alone. And there are body workers that work on certain structural alignments. And there are body workers that work on the active release techniques of muscles. So say you go to a person and they have active release technique, you might have something going on in your hamstring or your calf, and they work specifically on releasing the tension out of those muscles. There's chiropractic they're in a level of their own. They're in a kind of a section of their own. But you also have chiropractors that are energy healers as well. We are moving into a time where people are starting to need more support than Western medicine can necessarily provide. We have been very programmed to buy into what you see in television, what you're given through your insurance companies, and the like. However, when we continue to suffer and struggle with pain, digestive issues, headaches, the inability to sleep, or mental issues and things like that, there comes a time when you just don't get what you need from where you're going. And I just wanted to expand on, there are so many different types of healers. There's herbalists, there's acupuncturists, there's body workers, there's energy healers, there's yoga teachers, and each different type of healing modality can do different things for people. There's naturopaths, there is homeopathy. So there's not a one size fits all for everybody. But I guess I just wanted to take this time I had while I'm waiting on my appointment with my structural body worker, that there are so many ways that you can feel better that you may not have ever been shared information on. So in your area, I think a lot of times people go to the mainstream doctors because that's what we've been fed. You know, your insurance company is going to direct you right to this person, right to this primary care manager or whatever they cover through insurance. 99% of all of my healing has been paid out of pocket. Yes, I'm retired military. 0 of anything I do not use my retired military health benefits because the military retirement health benefits do not support the things that I use. I just want to make that really clear. Yes, I served 20 years and a lot of people think, yay, you got free medical, but that's not the course of action that I choose to heal with. I'm very energy medicine, and I go to healers and body workers that are energy, because energy medicine is the medicine of the future. And you may not hear about it anywhere else but this conversation. And I just want you to know that we do not have to suffer as we grow older. You can get help with the discomforts that you're facing. However, we are so, in our society, I'm speaking for everyone, not just you or me or anyone, but we are so programmed to think about the pharmacology or like the Western medicine system as the way. We have been programmed since our grandparents were born to think that that is the way. And I'm just trying to share a different perspective, not that one is right or wrong. All modalities can exist on this planet. Everyone can work in conjunction with one another. Just because something is right for someone doesn't mean it's wrong or right for the other person. But I do want to share that I feel better at the age of 42 than I've ever felt in my life. And it's because I have chosen to use different routes of healing and different forms of medicine along the path. And if I can share this message to help anyone else know that by doing different things that you can heal. There's a great, I'll close with this. There's a great documentary that's free on YouTube right now. And it's called Heal, Heal. Heal documentary. I highly recommend that if you're curious about different modalities of healing, and really the work that I've been doing since I was in my 20s is working not just with the physical body, but working on healing my mind and my heart. From a young age, I grew up feeling guilty. I had extreme shame and guilt from a little girl's age. And I think some of this was, and you may not buy into the belief of other lifelines, and that's okay. I'm not asking you to. But a lot of the shame and guilt that I had felt as a little girl, I was bringing it in. My soul was bringing it in to resolve it in this lifetime from other lifetimes. So I felt guilty all through my adolescence. Everything I did, I felt guilty for it. If I had a weird thought, I felt guilt. If I, did something, what society or the religion would deem inappropriate, I would condemn myself and be ashamed. I heard the words, "You should be ashamed of yourself," multiple times as a little girl. Now, over time, we don't think that that's a problem. But over tens and decades of years of thinking that you should be ashamed of something that you did, or you should feel guilty for something that you did, for having human experiences, that can take a toll on our psyche. That can take a toll on our health. Our health is not just the physical. Our health is mind, body, spirit, heart. We are so many layers. And if we're walking around eating freaking greens, drinking healthy smoothies, and eating the best food, drinking the best water, but we feel guilty on the inside, we will continue to make ourselves sick. If we're walking around and we're doing yoga and we're running and feeling so healthy, but we don't feel good, we feel ashamed of something on the inside, that will eat us alive. And that is why healers, especially people that can really work with your mind and emotions, can truly help you unlock the things that are making you sick. It's not just biochemical. We are energetic beings that have emotions and feelings. Emotions are the language of the body, and then thoughts are the language of the mind. So if we are thinking that we should be ashamed of ourselves, we're going to create havoc in the body. If we're feeling that we're not worthy of a good life or love or support, we're going to carry that around, and we are going to make ourselves sick because we don't feel worthy. And this has been my journey since I was a young girl. In my 20s, I got really sick. And so, not by choice, I've learned all of this along the way by learning it through my own struggles and my own understanding and healing. So I'm really thankful that I chose to go that route and that Western medicine couldn't help me, because now I'm able to share it through storytelling, and I'm living proof. Because when I was 18, 19, into my 20s, I literally thought life sucked because I felt horrible. And even into my late 30s, I was in a lot of pain on a daily basis, in a lot of pain. Extreme pain, to where I would go to my friend's house and take a pain medicine and sleep on their couch to try to just get some reprieve. So this has been a long, drawn-out conversation. If you've listened to this point, I appreciate your attention. And if this speaks to your heart a little bit and you ever need help, and if you don't live in my area, now I don't care where you live, I'd be willing to look in your area, depending on where you live, and see about helping you find someone in your area that you could start working with, depending on what you're open to. If you're open to anything outside of the box of the normal, feel free to reach out anytime. That's what I'm here for. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And remember, all the planets are going to be going in a flowing positive direction at the beginning of February. So hopefully things will get working in our favor in about a week, and we can start moving forward on the dreams and goals that we have in our life in the beginning of February, when the planets are more supportive. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day, and remember, you're not alone. We're all in this together. And we're all human, so we all have the same feelings sometimes. All right.